I'm the host, Larry Gilbert, and this is my co-host, Kashonda Gilbert. And tonight's topic is going to be a one of respect. We're going to be talking about respect and relationships, right? So it's often that relationships are often one-sided between a man and a woman. Sometimes a man is trying to be dominant, sometimes a woman is trying to be dominant, but there's never really any happy medium in a lot of relationships. People just tolerate each other, right? So we're gonna discuss some things about that tonight that you may or may not agree with, right? So, in my relationship, it's give and take. You know, my wife might let me get away with so much before she speaks up, and then when she speaks up, I know I'm going too far.
But why do you want to go too far?
Jeez, can I talk? See what I'm talking about?
I'm just like, why do you want to push the limits? Why do you do that? Let's talk about that.
I am never pushing the limits. The problem
you
is,
said yourself that I say what I say, and then when she speaks up, then that's when I back off.
Well, it's not that I back off per se. It's just that I never really know when I'm going too far unless she says something. How can you know if you don't have the channel of communication open, right? So the only way that it works is with communication, which people often fail to do. We often fail to communicate. We're all guilty of it. We just assume that we know what's better for the next person.
I'm not guilty of it.
This one here likes to lie and antagonize me. You see? At the end of the day, it's a give and take relationship. Versus a handpicked person. Like I'm not handpicked by any means necessary. What I say and do in my castle, that's what that is. That's what goes, right? But again, even a king needs his queen to tell him when he's gone too far sometime, because we'll keep rolling until somebody pulls our coattails. Sometimes the queen needs the king to tell her when she's gone too far.
I don't never need that.
Please.
You're
all
just
the time.
Rambling at this point.
I'm rambling. No, you know if I was
we
rambling.
We never need you to tell us to chill. Like, we know our chill point.
Please. You always need me to tell you when to chill. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I tell you. I mean, it is what it is, right?
I don't know.
What do you think? Well, since you're so eager to talk to me. What you think?
I was not listening. Sorry. As far as what?
Smooth.
As far as what? Stop talking about your drink.
As far as what you think, how you feeling?
About what?
Whatever the situation is about. Do you feel like you go too far sometimes? Do you feel like, you need to be brought down a notch sometime?
Is that what we're talking about today? Are we talking about you
respect?
Checking us?
No, I'm not. See, everything's got argument here.
Oh, you talking about respect?
Yeah.
I mean, with women, like, we know our points. Talking about, like, we know when to chill. Yeah. So what do you want to talk about today?
Shit. We talking about the respect.
You're on camera doing that.
Nobody can see me but you. Jesus Christ.
So it's giving mom and housewife. Housewife of Atlanta?
Anyway, like I said, since she act like I gave her the floor, she didn't want the floor, right? So I'm trying to give her the floor, but she's not understanding what I'm saying. So sometimes we gotta guide them, just like I said. It's always a guide thing. Sometimes we gotta guide you, teach you what it is, but you always learn your partner, right? So you never really know somebody in full, because the minute you think you know somebody, the relationship's over, because now there's no mystery to the relationship, right? You stop respecting them when you think you know them, right? So my partner's full of surprises. She really is. That's one of the things I admire about her, the surprise her. So what are 10 things you like about me?
10 things?
Damn.
Shit, that's excessive.
What? This
Let's see. Is this a ego booster show? Okay, let's do it. Whatever. 10 things that I like about you. I like that. Can you stop that? I like that you are the light in every room that you go in. I like that you establish dominance. I like that you're an alpha male. Because if you weren't,
That's the same as establishing dominance, isn't it?
Not really. Not really. It's really not. But I do like that about
What do
you.
y'all think?
I like that, you know, verbally you can communicate with people on a different level. Like you just have this thing about you that's very attractive. Like you're charming, you know? Yeah. You're charming, you're assertive. Sometimes you could be a bit much.
Whoa.
You can. But it's okay. Like I'm a Taurus, so like I can definitely hang. I can definitely, I can definitely hang with you. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for the most part, I can. I don't know how our relationship would be if you were a Taurus. Like we would probably be bumping heads all the time. But because you're a male. And you're an Aries, I do respect you. So, if you say something, then that's what it is. For the most part. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to continue to argue because we don't really argue.
No. Been together, 15 years? And
It's not really an argument. It's more so, I said it, it's right, let's keep going.
that's right. When I say what I say, we know that I'm right.
I said
right?
it, I'm right, let's keep going.
And we just roll with it. So that's how that works, So yeah, being the alpha male, that's what it is. And it's not, if she tells me something, it's not that she's trying to punk me. She's just trying to look out for my best interest.
Who said that? Who said I was trying to punk you?
No.
One of your friends?
Nobody said that.
The friend that you just got off the phone with?
Wow, you trying to bring him into this? He's watching the show.
I'm saying the way you said that was like somebody said that to you. Somebody was like, "Oh, your wife trying to punk you."
No.
No?
You're so childish. You try to kick stuff off.
I'm just trying to make
for
sure.
no reason. She just tries to kick it off, don't she? Love her, but no. At the end of the day, relationships are built on principle. What will you stand for? What won't you stand for? What will you stand for and what won't you stand for? I'm just curious. I'm just asking you questions. What? Come on now.
What will I stand for in the relationship?
Yeah. And what won't you stand for in a
This is
relationship?
not interesting at all. Like, we've been together way too long to even be having these conversations. Like,
I mean, it's just for the public. It ain't for me. I already know.
what will I stand for?
Shit. Respect. Being loved on. Tolerated. Put first.
Not tolerated. I don't like to be ignored. That's one thing. I do not like to be ignored.
She will not be ignored. No matter how hard I try.
You definitely are the king of ignoring people.
You're definitely the queen of getting somebody's attention.
Let me find out I'm the king of anything.
You better not be a king of nothing. Crazy.
Whatever.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, this is how we roll, right? A lot of people think when we're in public that we're faking it, but this is how we are. The way we are, we actually have to tone our relationship down in public because people can't handle it. What? Why are you looking at my face like that? What is there? Is there a problem? Is there a booger on my nose or something? What?
I'm just curious to know why the other day I pull up Facebook. Well, actually YouTube. I pulled up YouTube and I saw you on there by yourself. Like doing a whole show.
It wasn't a show.
It was a show. I even a minute ago looked at the
Well, I fired you though.
tablet.
So at that point, you were fired.
Wait. I looked at the tablet and I saw on the tablet that you changed the name. So I watched your show. Okay?
That was the after show. Listen.
No, that wasn't the
In my
after show.
defense, everybody,
No.
that was something I did without her. I fired her, completely fired her from my show at that point because I fire her every week. She fired me, so I fired her back. Simple as that.
Let's talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Let's talk about it.
I touched it, I said it, and that's what that
Don't
is.
just touch it. Pick it up.
You ignorant.
Don't just touch
So,
it. Pick it up.
yeah, so, no, she wasn't fired. I do this little rant called, Real Talk with LG, you know.
Yeah.
So that's not a show. That's just a little rant that I do.
So why does it have a
after
title?
the show.
So why does it have a title, and why is it on YouTube?
Is there a problem because I want to do something?
It's definitely a problem. I figured we should talk about that since you want to talk about something. Let's talk
disrespectful. That's a violation of my privacy and my rights.
Let's talk about why you keep jumping on with these rants and what is it that you want to talk about? Because at the beginning, I heard, "Oh, I'm doing this show because my wife won't let me talk about what I really want to talk about." So let's talk about that.
Yeah, we talking about respect tonight, right? So that we bringing it back to the topic, right? Yeah, so every now and again we'll have these meetings about what the show is about, and certain things I want to talk about, she shuts them down.
We don't have meetings,
so we talk about it, and you shut it down. I don't think we're gonna talk about it. You talk about that. I'm not gonna be on the show.
Tell me what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, whatever. So when she does that, I just say, okay, well, I'm not gonna do anything to make her feel uncomfortable out of respect for her, and I wait. And then I go after the show and do my own thing. It's not really a show. It's just a rant with me. You guys are free to come and tell me if you agree or disagree. It's an open forum, right? Just like this show. It's an open forum.
So it is just like this show. So it's a show.
No, it's not a show. It's not a show.
It had a title. I saw it.
It doesn't matter.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk about...
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what you were ranting about.
What was I ranting? It was respect. It's all about respect.
Nope, that's not what you were ranting about. It was like an open rant. And I think that you should actually go ahead and discuss it because it clearly was a topic that's near and dear to your heart because you felt the need to sneak.
There was a lot. I didn't sneak. First of all, I didn't sneak. Let's be real clear. Oh my God.
So I saw it and I just want to talk about it.
This woman here, she's just unreal sometimes.
I want to talk about your rant. She
just want to kick some stuff off.
So what was it about?
It was just a rant. It was about a lot of things. It was about things in today's topic of society.
Like
it was about the Donald Trump situation where he was talking about schools and things that he do in schools.
I didn't hear you say anything about Donald Trump. That's not true.
Well, I did. I talked about everything.
I watched the whole
thing. I touched everything. Did you?
Let's touch what you touched.
Did you just watch it to have a problem? Is that what
I did.
So
I watched it to have a problem.
You watched me.
I was like, let me watch this.
She watched me so she could have a problem with me.
And speeding it up.
Ronnie, what's up, man? She just watched so we could have a problem.
I did.
And that's a problem.
I want to make sure
this
that
one here,
I was clear.
Little firecracker, right?
On why I was upset.
You were upset for no reason.
I was taking notes. I was like, wait a minute, he's talking about this and this. And this too.
Yeah. And that too. So you watched that just so we could have a problem.
We do have a problem because I asked you what you were talking about and you immediately went into how you were talking about Donald Trump, and that is not true.
That is true. I talked about Donald Trump. I talked about a lot of things. You see what I got to deal with, man? This is unreal. Okay? I have to deal with this. Trump, yeah, all of that.
He was not talking
about It was Trump. But it was just something Trump said that I addressed, right?
What is it that he said?
It doesn't matter. We're on a whole nother show at this point. So we're talking about respect in a relationship, right? So often men don't respect their women, which is wrong, and women don't respect their men, and that creates a toxic relationship. The level of toxicity in a relationship, excuse me, you with my wife, you don't even know what she's talking about. The level of toxicity in a relationship all depends on how much disrespect is thrown out on both sides of the fence, right? So a lot of times, far too often, men degrade their women, but in that man's defense, if a woman is referring to herself as a bitch and he calls you a bitch, why do you get mad? Why do women get mad if a man call them a bitch when they often, girl, oh, bitch, whoop, whoop, they call each other bitches all the time, right?
I'm going to just jump in and say that, you know, in a woman's defense, that if she is calling another girl, this is not personally me. Everybody that knows me know I don't do this, but I do know some women that do that, and they do that as like a term of endearment. Like, they're like, bitch.
So when the man is like, bitch.
No, it's different coming from you guys, because from y'all, it's like you're trying to degrade us. Immediately, it comes off as degrading. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Like, it's the same as when we call each other the N-word and a white person call us the N-word. Why are you getting mad? Because you call each other N-word all the time.
And
So
what are
when a
y'all
white
going to
person
say?
call
You're going
you
to say,
N-word,
well, we use it as a term of endearment.
I
That's
don't
what y'all
get
are going
mad.
to say as well.
I don't get mad because here's the thing. That can be going any way that you want it to go, right? You can use it to be, you know, like it's crazy because if you got a white partner, right, and y'all talking, I've seen it with white boys and Hispanics, they be like, N-word, you my N-word, you know? But then the minute somebody you don't know, or you be around some white boy that's talking to his black partner and he like, N-word, and now you like, man, he said the N-word, man.
Can I be honest with you? The truth is, you really have to just establish that respect. You have to establish those lines of respect in conversation, period. I don't have like my female friends. I don't have them coming to me going, hey, be this. They know they can do that with other people, but with me, they can't because I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just established off top that, hey, I demand this respect. And y'all are going to do the same thing in conversation with people of a different race. You're not going to use that word. And if you don't use that word, then they won't use that word, right?
Right. I got a partner that use that word no matter where we at or who we in front of. And sometimes it's excessive and embarrassing.
Is he your color?
Yeah, he's right in the next room, as a matter of fact. He does that regardless where we at. You know, I say, man, just chill out.
So you just don't like talk about him behind his back? Or
he right here. He watching the show. Are you uncomfortable then?
I ain't scared of him.
Hey, D Mills.
I ain't scared of him. Do you want to invite him into the show?
Hey, D Mills.
Talk about why he uses that word.
Come in here for a minute. I want to talk to you.
And you want to hear him say that he uses it as a term of endearment?
I mean, I just want to hear what he has to say about it.
That's exactly what he's gonna say. So
he's not gonna say that. He's just programmed differently. He's a hood guy.
He is not hood.
He thinks he's hood. So, I mean, I'll acknowledge him as hood.
He wears polka dot shirts.
He just not. You a lie, sucker. Don't be lying. He gonna cuss you out, man. But that's called. Hey, Dory, you better come defend yourself.
He wears polka dot shirts.
He does not wear polka dot. Nobody's gonna be hanging around me wearing polka dot shirts. Let's start there.
Dorian,
and nobody's gonna come around here wearing fuchsia shirts. There's no polka dots on this shirt.
I think it's polka dot and fuchsia, actually.
You know what? This one here, she wants to be a comedian.
No, I don't.
I support her comical career because she's Yes, she's a comedian.
I ain't trying to be a comedian. I'm just me, okay?
She is who she is. That's disrespectful.
What?
Calling the man saying he wear fuchsia and polka dot shirts.
How?
It's disrespectful to me for one, because I wouldn't have a friend that wears fuchsia shirts with polka dots in them.
Tell me why you wouldn't.
Because that's not gangster.
You're a gangster?
No, I'm not a gangster. Don't try to flip my words. Now, we ain't going to do the flip. See, that's disrespectful. Now you're trying to flip the words on me, and that we're not going to do that. We're not going to flip the words.
How am I flipping your words?
Because you're trying to flip my words. Don't try to flip my words.
How the hell am I flipping your word? It's like you said apple and I said apple. What the hell?
I said orange. You said apple. You trying to make me say something that I'm not saying. Like, nobody wears that. That's outdated. Polka dot and fuchsia is outdated.
And when he walked in here with his polka dot fuchsia shirt on, then what? He ain't gonna be your friend no more?
Man, if you don't quit watching whatever you watching to come here and defend yourself, because it's getting bad in here.
He's watching Family Guy, which says a lot.
You're not going to talk about my partner, man.
Hey, your friend's watching Family Guy at 12:08.
Yeah. This is a late show. But listen, no, all jokes aside, seriously, man, you know, people call a man handpicked if he does what he got to do to please a woman, right?
I don't know what that looks like.
What? Are you a dog? You a whole dog right here. That's some cold stuff, man.
I don't know what that looks like. So
anyway, there are guys out here. Like I'm gonna share a story with you guys, right? Uh-oh. So I went to the game with my cousin some time ago, and he picks up his partner, who I shall not say his name. So after the game was over, we go. I'm not gonna tell you the man's name. You could be watching. We'll say
Steve.
We'll say Steve for now. We'll call him Steve. Okay.
Oh, his name will start with an S.
We'll say Steve.
Okay.
No, his name don't start with S, but we'll say Steve. Okay.
Okay.
So we pick up Steve, and we telling Steve because my cousin already said, well, Steve's wife, she don't like him hanging with me because she thought I was a bad influence on Steve, right? So we like, oh man, Steve.
You?
No. She thought my cousin was a bad influence on Steve, right?
Okay.
And this is what I mean by handpick, right? So we talking, guy talk, you know. I'm like, shoot, I tell my wife what we doing, woo, woo, woo. So I call my wife, hey, babe, we going to the strip club after the game, right? So we hang out at the strip club. Everybody like, yeah, we're going to go hang out. Boom. Steve like, man. So we had to tell Steve, hey, man, well, if it feel like that, don't tell your wife nothing, man. Just tell her we going to the game, whatever. Yeah, because she already think he a bad influence on me. And, you know, if she knew we was out here,
because he wanted to go to the strip club?
Because he wanted to go to the strip club, right? So this is handpick. Handpicked brother right here. So we at the club having fun. The girl is dancing. The boy tells the girl he loved her. First off, he's like, I love you. He giving her all his money. I'm like, dude.
Well, maybe the wife knew that was going to happen. They maybe had some bills that needed to be paid.
Wait a minute.
Vicky, you fall in love with every ass that land in your lap.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So he was like a real tender dick, right? He was tender
that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So long story short, we having fun. Nobody know what's going on. And all of a sudden, he called my cousin and, man, my wife tripping, man, because we went to... Well, how did she know we went to the strip club and you didn't tell her?
Yeah.
Well, I had to tell her. Did you have to tell her or did you just choose to tell her?
Yeah.
Which part? There's have to and choose to. You know? You don't have to tell her if she didn't ask. Simple as that. There's ways to do things. Now,
is that the code?
I mean, if you know she gonna act a certain way, you didn't do anything. You just went to a strip club. That's it.
Right.
Right? So there's no big deal. Would you be mad if I go to a strip club?
No, I don't care.
Okay, so anyway.
That's different though. Like, it's different.
So you know it's entertainment. I'm coming home to you after the fact. That's what that is. This guy, he was such a nerd, first off.
Why you gotta talk about your friend? Like, just because you didn't say his name.
The story goes, in the military, right? In the barracks, the guys in the barracks wanted to beat his ass because he was that same way in the barracks, right?
So he was in the military.
Yeah, he was a military
nigga. His name started with an S.
No, it doesn't start with an S. I'm not going to tell you what his name starts with.
Oh, shit.
But in the military, the troops wanted to whoop his ass because he was like that in the military. And that's how my cousin ended up being his friend because he stepped up and protected him. Like, yo, man, y'all ain't going to beat this.
So they were in the military together and his name started with an S.
No, his name does not start with an S. But long story short, the dude didn't change, none. He didn't learn nothing from all those countless ass whoopings he took in the military, all those countless people that wanted to whoop his ass in him. He still didn't learn, which is dangerous because you're handpicked, right? Your wife runs over you. First of all, we know she runs you over. So that we knew, right? She tell him what he can do, what he can't do, where he can go, what he got to wear. Nobody's going to tell me what to wear unless I ask. What? You got something you want? I hear you huffing over there.
Cause you bullshitting. I be like, and we gonna wear blue.
Oh, really?
I be like, we gonna wear blue. You talking about, nah, I'm gonna wear black.
Right. You see, I got on black.
Black.
Shit. I don't nobody tell me what to wear or what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not handpicked like that, guys.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's, look, there's nothing wrong with it if you are handpicked. There's nothing because everybody's not able. You know what I mean?
The way that you're speaking on it, you're saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. But the way that you're speaking on it is like there's something wrong with it. It's a problem when it's a man, right? But if it's a woman, then what?
What you mean?
It's us just being submissive?
Yeah.
And we're just supposed to.
Yes.
Just because.
Yes, absolutely.
So if it comes to like if we're going to the strip club in South Dallas across the street from Blues Palace,
you know, half them guys in there like other guys anyway, so it don't really matter.
I'm just saying, if that's the case, if we're going to the strip
they're
club,
not a threat. They might be in shape, but they still like other men.
In South Dallas across the street from the Blues Palace.
Don't make me call them out.
and we don't tell you are you gonna be upset?
For what?
I mean,
know you coming home to me.
So if I'm like,
and again, like I said, a man that like other men is not a threat to me. They cool with me because they take away all the competition.
How do you know?
Yeah.
What is it that you? Never mind. So basically, you're saying you don't have a problem with. No, you're saying that if the woman goes to the strip club and she knows that her husband or her boyfriend or her friend is gonna have a problem with it, she should keep it to herself.
Probably, because every guy ain't strong enough to handle his woman going and watching another man swing his meat.
There's a lot of meat being swung too.
Girl, don't you?
I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to get him. Because he waits for those moments and tries to make me super uncomfortable. So I just want to get him one good time. That's it. Just one time. I'm done.
Well, unfortunately for you, that meat ain't swinging your way. It's swinging toward another man. So, don't matter to me. So that's not a threat. Huh. So how about that? I hope I'm not offending have you male strippers out there, but hey, let's just be real.
Okay.
You cats is living a life in the closet, man. Okay. Some of y'all.
So yeah. So
what?
I'm just saying.
I'm good. My wife can go to a strip club anytime she wants to. I'm not insecure first off. So if that's what she wanted to do, I'll be the first one. Hey, baby, here, go ahead and enjoy yourself.
You gonna give me some money?
No, I ain't gonna give you no money.
Are you gonna give me some money to spend at the strip club?
Absolutely not.
If we were going to a female strip club, would you give me some money to spend at the strip club?
Yeah. If I'm with you.
Why? Why is that different? What's the difference?
The difference is...
Yeah, take that deep breath because it's all bullshit. So, just take the deep breath.
Men are not supposed to be strippers anyway.
Who said that?
That wasn't in the Bible for entertainment back in the day. The wenches were doing the entertainment.
The wenches were strippers?
And there was your daddy calling wenches.
Let's talk about my daddy. Let's talk about my daddy.
Oh, my dad. My father-in-law say, come here, wench.
My daddy never says that.
We gonna lie? We lying? I ain't know you to be a liar. Okay.
My daddy never says wenches.
Okay, so now
she's going.
She's gnashing her teeth, so I'm gonna let that go. I'm sorry, Pop. I love you, man. If you watch the show, what's up, Uncle James? James, wait a minute. What you doing, man? So the wenches just danced back in the day for the lords, right?
On the pole?
I don't know. It was just they danced to please the men. That's how they did, right? So we just gonna take it out of the Bible right quick. The wenches entertained the lords. The lords got what they want. And the wenches kept quiet. I mean, if he wanted to sleep with multiple women, that's what he did, right? Because he was a lord. He took care of the...
What year was that?
I don't know. Probably back in the Jesus Christ days.
Is it 2023?
It don't matter. But things got lost in translation somewhere along the way.
What do you mean?
The way people changed. So
now you're saying that as women, we shouldn't have male entertainment?
I mean, no, you shouldn't. I mean, your husband should be your male entertainment.
What if our husband doesn't know how to dance?
You know what? I knew this one right here. Her mouth is something, man.
What if our husband doesn't know how to dance?
Then teach him how you want him to dance. How would you like for him to move? You want him to shake his body, right? What's up, LaRue? You want him to dance, you teach him what you like, what you want him to do.
So that would be the same with the female, right? So you want your significant other to dance, right? So what do?
What do you mean?
You're supposed to buy her a pole, right? Right? If that's what you want, you're supposed to buy her a pole. You're supposed to be like, hey, I got you this for fitness.
You want a pole?
Focus.
I'm asking you a question. Do you want a pole?
Focus.
Do you want a pole? I'm asking you a question.
Yes business.
No. Do you want a pole?
If you want a pole, I'll buy you a pole. I'm so happy that you joined in.
Dude, you supposed to come in here and defend yourself, man.
Also, I just want you to know
Your sister ain't shit.
that your boy was in here talking about you. He was asking. He said something about you, and
The N word. You like to use the N word excessive.
he said you like to use the N word excessively. So there's an open spot for you right now to come in here and defend yourself, or just answer the question, because he wants to know why it's okay for you to use the N word amongst your friends and not for somebody of a different background,
ethnicity,
to use it.
Right. Yeah.
I asked you to fill in the blank.
Well, hey, I had to. I mean, because you
But
seem like you was at a loss of words. Listen.
I didn't ask you.
Woman, I swear, your respect level is dwindling.
It's zero. It's zero.
It's zero. You don't respect me?
I respect you.
I am the Lord of the house.
I'm leaving.
I'm the Lord of the house.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I love you, though.
Okay.
So back to the strip club scenario, right? My wife wants to know, is it okay for her to go to the strip club with her? Is it okay for women to go to the strip club? Well, I don't have a problem with it. They want to go and
but you said
watch a bunch of swinging meat. Yeah, it shouldn't exist. But that just lets us know how horny women are, right? Y'all a bunch of little horny toads. Y'all run around. Y'all go out there and
money. It was so much money.
See, they worse than men at the strip club. They be throwing all their money.
I have never
They
seen
just gonna be a stripper.
So much money. Like the dudes had the money in like gallon.
Let me ask you: would you have a problem with
can.
being a stripper?
You could be a stripper. You just wouldn't be my husband.
Why wouldn't be your husband if I was stripping? What? Let's talk about that.
Huh?
Let's talk about that. Why couldn't I be your husband if I was a stripper?
Now, are you talking about 15 years ago, or are you talking about like yesterday?
Like yesterday.
Tomorrow.
I was stripping like today, right? If I was like, hey, I'm finna go strip.
Yeah.
And make us some money, right? You'd have a problem with that?
I would, feel some kind of way. I'm not gonna lie.
But you would leave me? If I came home with a bucket full of money, like, damn, baby, look at here, 5 racks. You gonna leave me?
Am I with you for your money?
It doesn't matter. Probably. Probably.
I'm not.
So, you would leave me though?
Hmm?
You would leave me?
It would be a conversation. We would definitely have a conversation.
Oh, that's some bullshit right here. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? I don't get it. Like, if I was a strip, she wouldn't leave me. I don't believe she would. We would have a conversation, and at the end, I would be allowed to strip once I dumped that money on the bed and, went to work like I'm supposed to go to work.
You can't do that shit. You be too tired. You
listen,
can't dance.
On that note, the show is going to come to an end because it's time. Please and thank you for following. Thank you for tuning into the F What You Thought podcast. Make sure you follow us on the King Legend Entertainment Group channel at YouTube, and all platforms are King Legend Entertainment Group. Make sure you follow the Yummy Yoni Dallas trend. Ladies, go get your Yoni steam. It is the best thing you can do for your man. Trust me, he'll love it. He will. What do you got to say? Because this show is absolute bullshit tonight.
Yo, I learned a lot about you today, about how you really feel about women.
I told
and
you
how
I was going to learn something in a relationship.
I'm saying, like, I literally learned a lot about you and how you really feel about women. Like, you feel like we should just be in the kitchen and
oh no, I never said that. I never said that. We're not going to see.
And we should.
I'm trying to end the show, but I see right now.
And we shouldn't have any entertainment. Only you guys should have entertainment because that's what was in the Bible. The wenches were stripping.
My lady shouldn't have no other meat swinging in her face. I'm sorry.
So y'all can have titties in y'all's face.
I mean, y'all do it all the time. Y'all have other women titties in y'all's face all the time. Women are at the strip club more than men, throwing more money than we throw.
Who said that?
I've seen it. Nobody had to say it.
When did you see it?
When we went to Houston.
Y'all went to the strip club when you went to Houston? I thought you
Didn't I
went
just get through saying it? Do you not listen?
Because you said you were going to the game.
I
thought you were just telling a story. This really happened.
I told you we went to the strip club. Don't start this bullshit. Listen, y'all. This show is over as of right now.
It's not.
We're gonna go ahead and end this
show. It's
show.
not over. Let's talk about this.
We're gonna end the show.
What did you go to
Thank
Houston
you
for
tuning in to the F What You Thought podcast. You guys are out. Have a nice night. We're done. Hey, love you. Catch us next week at the F What You Thought podcast. We're gonna have a conversation later.
What did you go to Houston?